What is up, YouTube? So today I want to look at a pretty interesting plugin that I think most of you are going to be pretty excited about. So without too much explanation, let's dive in and have a look. So the plugin that I'm talking about today is called chrisGlitch by Bomshanka Machines. So before any of you ask in the comments, chrisGlitch isn't like my long lost brother or anything like that. It's a glitch plugin that I believe takes its name from the producer Chris Rich. I'm not sure whether it was his idea to create the plugin or whether it was whether he was actively involved in creating the plugin. But it looks like the kind of core idea is something similar to Smart Electronics Livecut, which was very, very popular for these kind of glitchy, retriggery kind of effects. But the cool thing about this is it's got some pretty special little features built in, and best of all, it's 64-bit compatible, so it'll work in your newer DAWs without issues and that kind of thing. It's pretty self-explanatory what it does, but I want to outline some of the cool features in this video and show you guys some of the sort of creative uses of it. On various different elements in this track that I'm working on. First things first, the kind of layout of the plugin is pretty simple. They kind of use a very similar sort of layout with most of their plugins, where they've got this kind of dry wet mix, this kind of massive thing on the top right hand side. So if you're using their plugins, you can kind of dive in and get a quick idea of what's going on without having to kind of read a manual or anything like that. That being said, there are some things here which might be a little bit confusing to first-time users. So basically, how the plugin works is it's sort of a randomized retrigger effect, and you've got various control over different probabilities of how it randomizes these retriggers. Here along the bottom right-hand side, we've got the repeat probabilities. So we've got various different time signatures over here, and you've got control over the sort of probability that your sound is going to retrigger at that time signature. So just to outline this plugin and what it does, I'm going to turn all of these to 0%. I'm running this on a percussion bus at the moment, and here what I want to do is just turn this reverse to 0%, repeat probability to 100%, and random position to 0%. And what we're going to do here is start playing with these probabilities, and we can a little bit easier hear what's actually going on with the plugin once we've kind of initialized these settings. So there's nothing actually happening because we've turned all of these probabilities down to 0%. But let's say, for example, turn this 1 over 32 to 100%. So 100% of the time, it's going to trigger that 1 over 32. And if we turn a 1 over 16 up to 100%, now it's kind of like a 50-50 between a 1 over 16 and 1 over 32. So this is very cool because you've got like this, quite a huge control of the way that it randomizes these hits. If there's particular time signatures that you prefer, you can, boost those up a little bit higher to give those more probability. And then right at the end here, there's a user-definable retrigger time, and this works on samples. So this allows you to get even more tighter cuts than a 1 over 128, like really, really like almost like tonal stuff. Let me actually just turn all of these down and turn this to 100%. Got a probability over whether it's going to retrigger or not. Here you've got control over the length of the kind of retriggers, similar to Ableton's beat repeat effect. And then here you've got a random position. So this is going to, take samples from various different places in your loop. And a reverse parameter, that's obviously going to reverse the chunk. This is cool also to mix in to create these kind of like rhythmic variations, but without kind of like destroying the kind of backbone of your dance track. Because it is a little bit random, what I prefer to do is, specifically on percussions and stuff, I'll set the wet to 100%, and then I will bounce out a segment. So it's probably just going to be easier to add an audio track, set this to stereo, and send the group output to this audio track. It's the main rhythms, I believe, and then just record it like this, rather than, rendering and all that. The open hat off there. I think that open hat is a little bit it's too much when it gets re-triggered and stuff. So I think let's capture some audio without that, see which one sounds better. I think this one. I want to sidechain the first hits of these because they're overlaying that like snare a little bit too much. take these snares out manually, I think. So I want to use this on a sort of static synth sound to create some more movement. I've got a really cool sound in this track already, but it's got like a melody, and I want to just create something more static out of it. So I actually just want to record random MIDI in and then quantize it just on one note. Also really good on vocals. I've prepped a little piece of a sample here, again from the vocal Xenosonics vocal sample pack.
Divination allows a person to pierce the veil and see that which cannot be seen. Divination allows a person to pierce the veil and see that cannot be that not divination that allows a person to see that which cannot be. allows a person to pierce the veil and see which cannot be seen. Divination allows a person to pierce the veil and see that which cannot be seen. Divination allows divination allows a person to pierce the veil, pierce the veil, see that
and this in combination with something like a frequency shifter on a sample and hold or random is really, really cool. Awesome, that's pretty much it. So quick disclaimer, Bomshanka Machines did send me this plugin for the video, but they didn't influence my decisions or ideas in any way. They basically just sent me the plugin and said, hey, have a look at this, let us know what you think. And I've actually had a lot of comments about this kind of thing, how to make these kinds of sounds, and obviously because, you know, Livecut was such a popular tool that's no longer 64-bit compatible, having something like this, you know, is definitely an answer to a lot of those questions. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. A big thanks to IDM Mag, proud supporters of the dance music scene and my channel.